Hi, welcome to Introduction to Quadratic Function or Quadratic Equations. All of them mean the same. The standard form of it is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. It is a second degree equation, which is the x to the power 2. Is of the highest degree here is second. We expect two solutions whenever we solve quadratic equation, but that is not always the case. Sometimes we might get no solution. There is a solution, but in a real sense, there is no solution, and that brings a complex solution. And sometimes we get only one solution. The mathematical operations that we are likely going to use in solving quadratic equation, or we are going to see in the quadratic equation, is going to be x squared and the square root, which is square root of x squared. If we want to undo the square, we apply the square root to get rid of one another. A quadratic equation have a real life use of it, so powerful. So anytime you're throwing a basketball, you're kicking a ball into the air and getting into the net, hitting a golf ball, and the launching of a rocket, diving from a platform into the pool, you're making use of a quadratic function. So if you really know your quadratic function, you can able to model an equation that can able to help you to always score a goal if you know where you're standing, and then how high you're supposed to go. That will always get to the target that you want to get to. The quadratic function solution. There is a lot of names. So there is other names for the solution of a quadratic equation. Sometimes we call it zeros, roots, x-intercepts, the answers. All of them means the same. We have a lot of methods of solving a quadratic equation. One of them is graphing using a graphing calculator. Factoring, whereby we are using the factors, the common factors of the given numbers. And then completing squares, that's also another method. And then a quadratic formula. We can rewrite a quadratic function in between three forms. So the first form that we already know, which is the standard one, which is ax to the power 2 plus bx plus c, where the a and b are just numbers, real numbers. Another form is a factored form. That's where the factored form, that's where we have the factored terms here. And the a, b, c, and d are also just constant. They are just numbers. And the last one is the vertex form, which is in the form of this a into parenthesis x plus b parenthesis close all squared plus c. Again, the a, b, and c are just constant. They are just numbers. So if you have been given in this form, you have to be able to move from here to here, and then you can also move from here to here. And it's like when you're driving, you have to be able to drive backwards and forward, which is forward driving and reverse. So we can able to do all that. So as we apply the methods, as we are going along, we see that we can move from one to another.